Yo, what's up, y'all? Sorry, wait, what the hell? Hold on. Uh. What's up, Gento? How's it going? Hope y'all doing good. Am I blurry? No. Just ugly. Haha. Alright. You see it in the title. We all know what we're doing, what's happening today. We gotta find out who did it. Okay, so spoiler alert. Last time, you know, after just having some free time to ourselves, find out Ryuji dies. Fast forward, gather the clues that we need. Now we gotta figure out who did it. I really hope it's him. I pray it's you. It better be you. I need you gone. You've been in this game for far too long. We're only in chapter 2. You've been here. You should be dead chapter 1. Yeah, I hope y'all doing good. Today was so busy. I'm so tired, like physically exhausted. I spent about almost 8 hours of just labor. Cause I woke up around like 9:30ish, 10 or so, and to help because we got a new kitchen table, and so we had to deassemble our old one and then make the new one, which took like around like 4 or 5 hours. It was a lot. It was like a lot, just to like unpack everything, get the right stuff, all that stuff, and putting it in the right area. So that took about 5 hours. I'm like pretty tired. And then after that, I had to go to the pharmacy to pick up my aunt's mom's. I guess my grand aunt's like prescription. So I had to pick that up, and then after that, had to what is it? Vacuum up because there's like an area like on. Isn't it like the same building but just a different room? I guess. So you have to go out the door, and then it'll be like right there. So I had to vacuum that part. You just help clean stuff up, bring stuff up in the attic, bring stuff down. It was just like a lot of work. So yeah, I'm like super tired. That's probably like the most amount of physical labor that I've done in a while. Anyways, that's how my day was. Just like almost the entire day of just work. Picking up stuff and putting down stuff and screwing in stuff and all that. Anyways, let's start. Just gave you all a brief explanation of how my day went. Charlesburg cut. Door appeared before us with pomp, as if sending heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped toward the door. We were silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing. Just as we passed through the door... Also, I'm just gonna be eating some peanuts. I just feel like snacking on something. Start it up again. Here we go. I wonder how many people are gonna be here by the end of the game. Like 3? Not 3, maybe like 5? Normally I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged. My heart pounded harder and harder. Just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves, the elevator came to a stop. But this wasn't the end, no. It was only just beginning. You've hopelessly arrived once again. Did you want to come here again because of how wonderful it is? Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place. It should be a monument. Actually, we're the ones who used the Exisals to build this courtroom. The father just took all the credit.
Wonderful.
But I am happy to be used as a slave by father.
What are you saying?
You idiots are really committed to this henchman bit.
They're so cute.
You guys are just so cute that I can't help working you to the bone. You put a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom, almost like it's for show.
Oh?
For show, huh? It's an interesting way to put it.
Hmm?
Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and... Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Get it? They're not with us? As in, they're no longer with us, you know what I mean?
Hey,
In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world. I find it hard to believe. Now show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives. There's no way everyone else is dead except the 13 people in here. Then the class trial began. Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern. A little, get it, because you know he's small. But he wasn't a cold man at all. The person who killed him is here right now. I want to believe that's a lie. I don't want to believe it at all. But if this is where I find the truth, I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. I will find the truth. To get out of here with everyone alive. I'm going to survive. I can't die here in order to keep my promise to her. I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truths and lies. Wow, cool monologue, bro. So let's see what we have here. Increase focus. Oh, I have to buy it. Okay, I want to get this one, but I don't think I need it. Decrease the delay after using truth bullets or truth blades. Effective during non-stop. That could come in handy. Reveals V points. Effective during non-stop and mass panic debates. Silences all conversations except those the radical is on. Instantly silences loud voices. Keyword in the first speaker's argument will be thrown from the start. Tire screen will light up more frequently. Effective during Hangman's Gambit version 3.0. Increase the amount of letter cubes that can be acquired at once. I don't know what that means. Easier to push the opponent back. Remove the time penalty for breaking a non-erasable piece. Effective during Imagination Excavation. And then attention gears will increase at a faster rate. I think I want to get... I'll just get this. Take that, and then... I think I'm ready. Alright. Are we ready? Let's begin.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, let's get this crazy awesome to the max trial underway!
My family's making cold noodles and BBQ. Ooh, that sounds good. I think we're actually gonna have our own like family BBQ tomorrow.
I think we all know who the most suspicious one is. It's...
Let's combine our power and work together, everyone!
The person who's most suspicious is...
Now lend me your energy, everyone, so we can catch the culprit!
Because the murder happened during the magic show, the culprit can only be...
Yeah! I'm in top form today!
Tenko, why are you interrupting me? We can't have a good trial if you talk over me!
We're celebrating it today instead of tomorrow. Oh, okay. I see.
Huh? I'm not interrupting you! Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S.E. Himiko seems suspicious.
Yeah.
Hey! Angie, how can you accuse Himiko? Aren't you her friend? I'm just telling you what Atua is telling me.
Wow.
He is using his divine knowledge to show us the way to survive. You should thank him, lest he pour his holy wrath upon you all. Screw Atua! That guy's got nothing on me! I'll protect Himiko!
But it does point to Himiko being the most suspicious.
Whoever's the most suspicious at the get-go is definitely, we all know in Danganronpa, whoever's the most suspicious at the beginning is not it.
His body appearing in the water tank leads one to think the escape trick played a part. It's only natural we suspect Himiko. She was the one performing the trick.
No, that's wrong. The underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
It's not the part you need to deny. You gotta tell us you're not the culprit.
Magic, huh? That's so cool. What a mysterious miracle. Now, did you kill Ryoma, Himiko? Atua will hear your confession. Stop it! There's no way any of that is true!
It's
It's true,
scary.
though. Himiko used the underwater escape trick to kill Ryoma.
Oh.
I still don't have a clue how Himiko did the trick.
That's not good.
There's no trick. That really was magic.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
Oh, stop it. If you don't reveal your trick now, then we'll vote you as the culprit.
Stop picking on Himiko! A cute tiny flower like her couldn't kill anyone. I get that you want to defend her, but that might be a bit much.
As I expected, the others suspect Himiko, but I have my doubts. I can't let this case get derailed by misunderstandings. Okay, well, first off, before we start, apparently the controller wasn't charging this whole time, so I'm gonna have to probably use like another controller.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany. The culprit used the underwater escape trick.
Hey, what the heck? Why'd it start without me?
To pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
Alright.
After that, the time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
And he was eaten alive.
Eaten to bone by piranhas.
I didn't even get to hear the first half of it.
No, that's wrong. The underwater escape was no trick, it's magic. You heard it the first time,
Are we gonna talk about how that just missed? Ryoma's body was eaten by the piranhas that fell into the tank. That is a fact, but that doesn't mean it was the cause of death.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany.
Wait, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to.
Underwater
I forgot. How do I
escape
change bullets? There we go.
to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out.
Okay. I'm
The
playing with
tank above
Joy-Cons, so it's a
Ryoma
little bit
opened
weird.
and piranhas came pouring out.
And he was eaten alive.
Eaten to bone by piranhas. Savage.
Okay, I think I know which one to pick.
It's magic.
We heard you the first time.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany. The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
And he was eaten alive.
That's Wrong!
He drowned. He was dead before they ate him.
No, Ryoma's death was not caused by the piranhas. The Monokuma file indicates the cause of death is drowning.
So it wasn't the piranhas then. He was drowned.
Oh, I see. I haven't checked the Monokuma file yet, so that's news to me.
Bro.
You lying little brat! Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male!
So what? Ryoma drowned, Himiko changed places with him, and then the piranhas ate him, right?
No, Himiko only had 60 seconds to escape from the tank. Even if they'd changed places at the start of the show, that's insufficient time to drown someone.
If that is the case, then when did he drown?
When did Ryoma drown? It was obviously before.
That's it!
That's it.
Ryoma was already drowned before the show started.
Agreed. Before being eaten by the piranhas, he made no attempt to escape the water. To be precise, he made no movements whatsoever. By that
Wait, the
point,
text is going
he
auto
had
for me. That's
already
good.
joined the ranks of the dead.
I don't know how I did that, but
Could that mean his body was hidden until the culprit made it appear in the tank?
Hidden? Where?
The culprit would have had to hide the body near the tank, and then show it during the act.
Easier said than done.
Was there a place on stage where the culprit could have hid the body? Oh wait! Himiko should know since she performed the underwater escape trick.
Himiko, why won't you just explain it to us?
'Cause it's magic.
No, maybe it really was magic.
Shut up.
shut up.
Himiko is committed to her act, but those who deal in dreams are oft liars.
Why is everyone still picking on Himiko? You're all worse than a drunk dad's ramblings!
We should let him vent. After all, it's tough being the man of the house.
Man, we gotta figure out how the trick works to find where the body was hidden.
But Himiko does not wish to tell us how she performed her act.
Then let's work together to reveal the secret behind Himiko's trick!
So, not real magic?
No, it was real magic. Magic! Magic!
Oh no! It's Himiko's curse! Her curses are really powerful!
Aren't incantations usually more, complicated than that?
Anyway, first need to determine how Himiko performed the trick. Can't figure out. Or that out? This case is going nowhere. Alright.
How did Himiko escape the water tank?
Maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed.
Yeah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps the mechanism was set up on the stage.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Maybe the tank had a secret hatch.
It must be real magic!
Yeah! Real escape magic!
Maybe there were two Himikos,
Alright, bro.
and one of them was Tsumugi in disguise.
Hey, my costumes aren't disguises.
That's right, there was a similar water tank in Himiko's lab. If I remember my investigation, there was some trick to the tank.
How did Himiko escape the water
Okay.
tank?
maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps the mechanism
Gosh, my
was
reticle's
set
so
up on the
slow.
stage.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Maybe the tank had a secret hatch.
I agree.
I agree.
Maki is correct. There was an escape hatch on that tank.
I see. So it did have one.
That's right. I discovered a similar tank in Himiko's lab. There was a panel on the side that could open. That was her escape.
Mind over strength!
What are we doing?
No! Your logic is all wrong, Shuichi.
What do you mean?
And you don't even know why you're wrong either. Typical degenerate male. Ah! I'll smash in your face with my fists of hot burning steel!
Oh gosh, how do I do this again?
The side of the tank being open doesn't have anything to do with Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch. I know she didn't do that. And now, I'm gonna punch you!
Wait a second. Before you punch me, what makes you so sure she didn't?
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere. That wouldn't be magical
Oh,
at
well,
all.
okay, well I know what to counter.
The whole trick would be ruined. With that out of the way, I'm gonna punch you.
It's true that if she opened the tank, water would come rushing out. That's exactly why there was a second step to this trick. Figure out why the hatch was in the exact spot. I'll know the answer.
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her.
Okay, well I know it's this
There
one.
would have been water everywhere.
I'll cut through your words.
Cut through your words. She just wants to protect Himiko, for real.
There was a reason the room wasn't flooded with water. The staircase that was attached to the water tank. Try to remember how the staircase was positioned. It was aligned perfectly with the tank's escape hatch. Meaning, the water tank was connected to the inside of the staircase.
Inside staircase? His body was in stairs?
Knowing that, it's clear how Himiko made her escape from underwater. There was a curtain covering the tank during the performance, allowing Himiko to enter the staircase from the hatch undetected. Any water that spilled out would have simply funneled into the staircase.
So how do you get out from the staircase?
The staircase also has an escape hatch, one facing away from us. It's placed so that the water would not drain from the staircase.
In which case, a person could exit and leave water inside the staircase.
However, that person would be soaked, meaning that some trace should be left.
That would explain why there was a puddle around the stairs.
Ah. That does
So
make
when
sense.
Himiko came out from the stairs, her wet clothes dripped water all over.
Ha ha, bitch! Caught you soaking wet and red-handed.
Haha, bitch. Yeah.
Judging from Himiko's reaction, you hit it right on the bullseye.
But Himiko's clothes should have been wet when she left the water tank.
Oh yeah.
Her clothes were definitely not wet.
Of course. That's because my underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
No, magic had nothing to do with why her clothes weren't wet. No, magic had nothing to do with why she never went into the water. She dried off quickly. Changed her uniform. I mean, out of all of these, I feel like this is the most logical one.
That's it! It's because she changed her uniform.
The dormitory is stocked with uniforms. Did you hide one behind the stage in advance?
Yeah, that's true. They do have multiple uniforms.
I remember seeing Himiko go to the gym this morning, carrying a uniform and a towel.
Oof, caught red-handed.
Why would you say that?
I see. She had a towel too.
What you eating?
She may not have had time to fully dry her hair.
Peanuts.
But her short hair and hat ensured we were none the wiser.
Himiko can't get wet, because her body repels water.
Huh? Like a duck?
Himiko, come on. Give it up already.
Fine. You win. It's just like you said. The water tank and staircase both have mechanisms.
So I was correct.
But that doesn't mean I used them. I didn't need them, because I used my magic.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Again with the magic crap. Were you dropped on your head as a kid?
Now that we understand how the trick was performed, let us move on.
Yes, let us proceed. Where did the culprit
That's the case, then
hide
when
Ryoma's
and
body?
how did Ryoma's body get in there?
From our discussion earlier, his body could have been in the space inside the staircase.
But that's where Himiko would escape from, right?
So Himiko went in the stairs with the body? What kind of kinky shit is she into?
That seems unlikely. There isn't enough space for 2 people to fit in there.
Yeah, the stairs are pretty cramped. It'd be hard to fit even Ryoma and Himiko in there.
Who says they went in together? She could have made the switch as she was leaving the tank. At the same time, she could have pulled out the body from inside the stairs. That way she'd have room to put herself in there. See how easy that is? I think that explains how
He ain't
Himiko
that
changed
tall.
places with Ryoma's body.
They kind of over-exaggerated their bodies there.
Why did you automatically assume it was Himiko?
Who else but Himiko could have done it?
Yeah.
Angie, you spent more time with Himiko than any of us, so why are you accusing her?
You may think you're protecting Himiko, but what if she really is the culprit? We'll all die, and it will be all your fault. Atua will lose precious devotees.
Yeah.
Are you okay
is
with that,
Han?
Tenko?
Totally fine with that.
What?
I don't care what anyone says.
I was going.
Himiko would never murder someone. That's what I believe more than anything. I want to believe in her, no matter what. If I can't do that, then I'd rather just die.
Aw.
So until this body body takes its final breath, I'm gonna keep believing in Himiko.
It better not be Himiko. It's gonna be so freaking stupid if it is. Putting her on the spot by moving her table thing. Yep.
The only one who could have switched out Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs. And simply switched places with it.
Are you telling me you saw
That's
that
possible,
happen?
but I doubt it.
No one could have seen that. It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
I didn't do it, I swear. Ryoma's corpse wasn't in the staircase.
Quit lying, you donkey-lipped con artist! She's not lying! She's not a con artist, and she doesn't have donkey lips!
It is possible that Himiko and Ryoma switched place in the water, but I feel like I'm forgetting an important point. I think I know
Only
which
one
it
who
is.
could have switched out Ryoma's body?
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs. And simply switched places.
Are you telling me you saw that happen?
No one could have seen that. It would have
Occurred in the
middle of the show, when the tank
was covered.
with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
Incorrect. Gonta saw it.
That's wrong!
He's simping hard on Himiko. He's like, must protect child.
Someone did see inside the tank. It was Gonta. Gonta had climbed onto the stage and was looking into the tank from above. Isn't that right, Gonta?
Yeah, Gonta saw down into tank, but saw no one in there.
So what, did Ryoma fall into... No, that wouldn't make sense. I was gonna say, what if Ryoma fell in
Yeah,
with the
no one.
piranhas, but
Guess
then
that clue no good, huh?
that would mean he would have already been eaten up.
No, that's actually a great clue. Because if Ryoma's body was hidden inside the staircase, Himiko would have had to pull him out before she went inside. There certainly wasn't enough room in the staircase for both of them. But that means if the tank was empty when Gonta looked, Ryoma's body must not have been hidden in the staircase.
What if they squeezed into that space with Ryoma's body to avoid getting caught?
She had no need to worry about us witnessing her at that point. For the entire stage was hidden behind a curtain. To all but Gonta, anyway.
Then the culprit never would have considered hiding inside the staircase with the body. Entering the staircase after moving the body is much faster, and seems more rational too.
Then, Ryoma's body wasn't hidden in the stairs?
Someone better say where the fucking body was hidden, or I'm gonna start cutting throats!
Where was Ryuma's body hidden? We need to pin that down. It's clear that it was not inside the staircase, but where? Where? Alright, let's listen to
Where
what
were
they
you
have to say.
hiding Ryoma's body?
It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
Still not home?
After all, there was
We
only
get home
enough
safe.
space for Himiko.
Well, how about behind the curtain?
There was a way to enter the tank from there. Then it would be plausible.
Or maybe the body was in the tank all along. But we just couldn't see it.
Impossible. You need top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
And what of the tank containing the piranhas?
No way! If you put a body in there, the piranhas would have eaten it way before we saw it.
But if the body and piranhas were separated, then it wouldn't have been devoured, correct?
Why was he not eaten by the piranhas even though he was in the same tank? There was one piece of evidence at the crime scene where that.
Where were you hiding Ryoma's body?
It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
After all, there was
This
only
one?
enough space for Himiko.
Well, how about behind the curtain?
If there was a way to enter the tank from there, then it would be plausible.
Impossible.
And what of the tank containing the...
Away! Eaten it way before we saw it.
But if the body and piranhas were separated...
Wait. Oh my god.
I agree.
I agree.
Kyo's hypothesis is correct. The body and the piranhas were separated. This was accomplished using the square glass pane found in the tank.
Just as I thought. Using that glass pane as a divider, a safe space
Oh, 'cause
could
I
be
was-
created in the tank.
Or potentially I am.
It is in such
I
a
was
space
correct.
that the body could be stored, separated from the piranhas.
Oh, that makes sense. I honestly forgot about the glass panel.
Ryoma's body was hidden in the piranha tank the whole time.
So
how would it get in
Ryoma's
there?
body fell into the water tank with the piranhas?
Gonta knew it!
What is it, Gonta?
Gonta was above stage when piranhas fall. That's why Gonta sees something no one else could. When piranhas fell, Gonta sees some big thing fall into water tank with them.
Uh-huh.
Now that Gonta think about it, Gonta maybe see Ryoma's body.
When the piranhas dropped from the tank, I thought I saw something bigger drop as well. The water tank on the bottom is made completely out of glass, correct? You can see what is happening through the glass. Can you really hide a body in the tank?
Even in murky water, a dead body would still be visible in a glass tank.
Unless a certain something was used to obscure the body.
A certain something?
We all agree that the glass pane was used to separate the body from the piranhas, correct? Well, that method has the added benefit of hiding the body from view.
How could you hide a body like that?
Yeah. How was the culprit able to conceal the body in the piranha tank? Oh, we gotta do this? Maybe the... Oh my god, look at the frames. Frames, piranhas... It could be the... no, no way. Okay, probably... this one.
This is it! It was the piranhas. The piranhas were obscuring the body.
Huh? The piranhas?
Remember what Angie said during the investigation?
More piranhas than they prepared. I don't know that.
They increased that significantly? I didn't know piranhas fuck like rabbits.
It
I don't
seemed
know
that
if
way,
they-
but it wasn't that the actual number of piranhas increased. The glass pane divided the tank nearly in half, right? The piranhas got crowded together, making it look like there were more of them.
The more densely the piranhas are packed, the harder it is to see past them.
Because of that, it was difficult to see the body hidden in the tank.
Okay, so problem solved. We figured out how where his body was. Now we just need to figure out how.
Easy to detach that limb, so it's no wonder they used it as a divider.
Hey, thanks for telling us that useless detail.
Put the picture up, Kichi. Nobody asked.
What the heck are you saying? That detail was super useful! Sure, the lid looks a little big, but if you set it diagonally, it would fit perfectly. Nice job, Himiko! Your explanation was awesome!
With this much evidence, it seems like the body was definitely in the piranha tank.
Congrats, Himiko! Now there should be no reason for anyone to suspect you.
Really?
Yeah! Because if you didn't switch places with the body, then you couldn't have killed him.
It only means we now have other suspects. You are not cleared of suspicion just yet.
Okay, but still, that's way better!
Yeah, because potentially she could have put the body.
wonderful
Himiko
news,
could have put the
Himiko.
body in before
Atua is happy for you.
the show began.
Apologize,
I don't think he did,
Angie.
but just
You and your
hypothetical.
Atua better tell Himiko you're sorry right now!
Atua is sleeping. He went to bed angry because you all doubted him.
He went to bed.
What a petty-ass god!
No, it's okay. You shouldn't be mad at Angie. You should be mad at this class trial, at this killing game.
Oh, Himiko! Bless your sweet, kind heart.
Yo, she's our number one
Atua
fan.
said anyway.
What?
I thought he was sleeping.
It's too bad that the handsome god went to bed angry, though.
Himiko's still brainwashed! But I'm not giving up just yet. This is gonna be a breeze. Great, now what are we gonna do? We're back to square one.
And why are we back to square one?
Because any of us could still be the culprit. Jeez! You flunked out of Tard School or something?
Whoa. Relax, Mew.
Nuh-uh.
Damn, I don't care. You can say whatever you want to Kichi.
Everyone.
Nuh-uh.
We can narrow it down to whoever doesn't have an alibi yet.
Eh? What alibi?
I guess I should have known a dumb whore pig like you wouldn't understand.
Whoa.
So let me explain.
Who you calling a dumb pig?
Okay.
If there's this much evidence, then there's no mistake. The
Kichi
body
took
was
that
hidden
personally,
in the piranha
damn.
tank. But for someone to plant the body in there with such limited time is pretty tricky.
Kichi brings up a valid point. I don't give a crap. Fuck him. There's only one time a culprit could have set up the scene. Yesterday, during night, before night. During night?
Oh no!
Oh, before night? There's no way it was before. It was no way. Yeah, okay. I knew it was one or the other. I just
It
happened
was
to pick the
done
wrong one.
yesterday, before nighttime.
Ding, ding, ding! The ultimate detective gets it right again!
First try.
Oh, wait. How do you know it was before nighttime yesterday?
Stop Stop asking me dumbass questions. It could have been solved with the process of elimination. Jeez. Fine. I'll explain it to the itty-bitty pea-brained bitchlet. First, the gym was closed during nighttime,
You
so
really
no
took
one
that
could have
insult
entered.
personally.
If you try to enter the gym at night, it'll go off.
You talking about my butthole?
Shut the fuck up. Nobody should.
No, she means the alarm.
What are you talking about? What in the?
After nighttime passed, morning came.
Are you?
But hiding the body before the show was...
I hate these guys, man. Shut up.
Impossible! Himiko and I were waiting in front of the gym before the morning announcement.
Which leaves only one possibility. It was done before nighttime yesterday. Anyone who doesn't get this is just as stupid as the whore bitchlet over there.
So the culprit placed Ryoma's corpse in the piranha tank before nighttime yesterday? Which means he was also killed during that time frame.
Yay! Now we know what time the crime happened,
Colon
right?
D, yay.
I still don't really get it, though. Can we
Yippee,
narrow down the time
yahoo.
of death a bit more?
Sure, we can narrow it down more if we consider the source of the information. Oh shit. What clue helps determine when Ryoma was killed? I guess witnessing Ryoma?
This is it! If we can find out who last saw Ryoma alive, we can narrow down the time of death. Hirumi, you were asking everyone when they had last seen him, right?
Yes, Gonta was the last person who saw Ryoma.
What? Really?
And when was the last time Gonta saw Ryoma?
When Gonta was inviting everyone to insect meet and greet, so... Gonta think that was maybe 8 p.m.?
If he was last seen at 8 p.m. and was killed before nighttime officially began,
Then we can assume the crime took place between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night.
So all we must do is find someone with no alibi for that time period, yes? Simple enough. After all, most of us were detained by Gonta then.
If I recall correctly, the only people that weren't there besides Ryoma...
That would be the four of us. Myself, Kaito, you, and also...
Doesn't Kokichi count? He like left early. No, he left around
Now,
10.
Hirumi, you would tell the truth, even if it screwed you over.
I do this for everyone. It is my duty to unveil the truth, so I do not care if people suspect me.
Okay, Kurumi. That's
Ah,
right.
beautiful! Your spirit of self-sacrifice is just too beautiful!
I will also say this. The crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night, and I was at the gym during that time. But I was only there for about 5 minutes.
Why would you even say that,
She'll be
though?
made mommy.
You're tying a noose around your neck, you know.
I don't care if it was 5 seconds. It's way too suspicious that you were alone in the gym. I think the cleaning lady here is the culprit. You killed Ryoma, didn't you?
Oh, let's not jump the gun.
It's too soon to tell. We should hear what everyone has to say, right?
Fuck that noise.
but Miu, you don't have an alibi for when the crime occurred either, do you?
Think I'm suspicious? I don't even know where the gym is.
Doesn't telling such obvious lies make you more suspicious, Mew?
The other two without alibis are Kaito and Maki. Let us hear your testimonies.
I was in my research lab the whole time. I didn't go to the gym.
But that cannot be proven, can it?
What about Kaito? Only
words.
murderers grow out creepy facial hair like mustaches and goatees.
What? My goatee's not creepy. It gives me a glamorous celebrity vibe.
Anyway, among those four, the culprit must be the one who doesn't have an alibi.
I apologize, but given the circumstances, we have no choice but to suspect you.
Suspect who? Who's the culprit?
Wait up! Why are you guys suspicious of me? I've been helping the whole time!
Oh, wait. I remember now. I do have an alibi.
You will see whether or not I am suspicious as the trial progresses.
I'm
No
not the
way I'm the
culprit.
culprit!
Oh boy, they're all talking at the same time. Oh no, the mass panic debate is gonna start. That's what you're thinking, right? Well, you're exactly correct, buddy. Let me give you another tutorial first. Oh my god, you're telling me there's more I gotta remember? Oh shoot, I didn't. It's an auto still. Oh god, it's when the opponent shouts their opinion in a loud voice. That blocks out everyone's arguments. Even if you see a weak spot, you can't refute it? Oh no, what do I do then? That's what you're thinking, right? Luckily, it's just like just like white noise. Shut him up with the A button silencer. After that, all the arguments will be audible again. Then you just shoot the truth bullet at the weak spot. You know the drill. I missed the first text box, so I hope it didn't say anything important. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me.
I have an
I was
alibi.
running away from Gota!
What's your alibi?
Tried hiding in the classroom.
When I was running from
I even
Gota,
tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
What the?
things got a little heated to catch my drift. Perfect! Chelsea Bell, perfect!
What's Monkey's alibi?
Then right before nighttime, I got tired and fell asleep.
Did you really leave the
In the
gym
girls'
at 9
bathroom?
p.m.?
I was in
Are
my
you
research
sure
lab the
you
whole
did not
time.
stay at the gym?
No, in my own room. Jeez.
I need to sort out everyone's statements just like Kaede did. You need to calm down. Focus one at a
I
time.
was running away.
Okay, let's look at. Let's look at the truth bullets that we have. Let's look at this one first. Maybe if you left an open 9 p.m. last night, it was caught by crewmate at the entrance, stayed with her until 10. Okay, wait. Then...
From Gota.
What is your
Tried
alibi?
hiding in the classroom.
No.
When I was running from
I even
Gota,
tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
things got a little heated if you catch my
Until they
drift.
left with
Chelsea
Gonta.
Bell, perfect!
What's Monkey's alibi?
Then right before nighttime, I got tired and fell asleep.
I didn't want to
Did
tell
you really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
I was in
Are
my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay at the gym?
No, in my own
Oh
room.
my, I
Jeez.
forgot. I gotta, okay, I gotta use the A silencer thing on my Diggy.
I have an
I was
alibi.
running away from
Oh god.
Gota.
Okay, I have a
What is
plan.
your
Tried
alibi?
hiding in the classroom.
When I was running from
I even
Gota,
tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
Okay, I gotta silence, but wait, how do I? A silence. I guess I have to shoot the what
What's Monkey's alibi?
Then
What,
right before nighttime, I
what are you
got
saying?
tired and fell asleep.
I got
Are you sure you did not stay
What?
at the gym?
No, in my own room. Jeez.
There we go.
I heard it.
I heard it. Jeez.
No, I think Hirumi is telling the truth. Kokichi's story proves it.
Oh yeah. That's round 9. 30 questions, nagging, blah blah blah.
met Kirumi at 9 p.m., and they were together until nighttime.
Gonta went to the gym to catch Himiko and Angie 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. After I left Gonta's lab, I ran into Kirumi. I'm pretty sure Kirumi stayed at the gym 5 minutes till 9 o'clock.
This information could have been told to us beforehand.
Sorry, forgot. I definitely didn't keep it a secret to make the trial more interesting.
Forgot? It seems far more plausible that you were telling another lie.
This guy.
Unlike robots, we meatbags can't pull out our memories from our hard drive.
Was that supposed to offend me? Your irrationality fills me with pity.
If I am the
Bro,
culprit,
he was gonna kill him at
that
some
would
point.
mean I killed Ryoma
And I would not
within
blame him.
5 minutes. Transported him to the gym, and hid him in the piranha tank. This seems highly unlikely.
If you called Ryoma out to the gym and killed him there, you wouldn't need to move him. All you would have to do is hide him in the piranha tank.
Gonta was in the midst of heading to the gym to capture Angie. Are you claiming I took advantage of that and called Ryoma
Hey,
for a rendezvous
what's
at
up,
the gym?
Lucia? Welcome.
That'd be pretty difficult. We should
Just in
probably
the middle
look
of
at
a
other
trial
possibilities.
for Ryoma.
Maybe someone snuck into the gym while Kirumi and I were busy talking.
The only ones capable of that are the other 3 with no alibis.
How's it going?
Mew, Kaito, and
Going well.
Loki! Ah, you're including me too?
But there's actually one person we can rule out of the suspects list.
Right? There's one person who's totally not suspicious. Say who it is already.
The one person can be eliminated according to Kokichi. He must be talking about the figure he saw. They certainly would have an alibi. We need to pin down who that was. The key to the fact lies in Kokichi, Gonza, and Mew's statements. According to what we know, that figure Kokichi saw must be... Oh, I think it was Mew, right?
That's it! Kokichi, you're talking about Mew, right?
What? You?
Mew?
Yeah, you can take her off the list. She
Well, like,
actually has an
his voice
alibi.
just-
Booyah! Suck it, nerds!
Wait a sec. Since when does she have an alibi?
Since I said so.
If you compare everyone's
I'm just kidding,
statements,
we know why.
there's no other possibility.
This is on blah blah blah. So a half-naked girl wandering around the figure in her underwear. Too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit.
A girl walking around half naked.
Who else could it be but the horny exhibitionist Mew?
We can't just jump to conclusions like that. He just saw a shadow, right?
I forgot I can move the camera.
That could have been anyone walking around in women's underwear. Even me.
That'd be a whole different issue.
Kaido, what are you gonna say?
No, it's Mew, without a doubt. Mew and Gonta's statements prove it.
Oh, yeah. Going to see Mew, but Gonta's face get red hot, so Gonta no could bring her. Face got hot? I mean, you were hot on her trail, right? No, she used her, what you call it, secret woman weapon, and then whatever that was. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. Her secret woman weapon.
I see. It sounds like Gonta got an eyeful,
One way to put it.
Why the heck were you in your underwear, Mew? Oh, well, because, you know, I'm pretty stacked, so... I figured I'd take my clothes off so Gonta would be too flustered to touch me. That's my my story and I'm sticking to it, you cockroaches.
Oh.
Anyway, I think the blood rushed to both of Gonta's heads because he got super embarrassed.
Mew was in her underwear, and Gonta got weird. So Gonta ran away.
Well, when you got the body of a goddess, it's only natural to want to flaunt it.
Okay, but like, why was she like?
I show my panties to the boys all the time.
I don't think that's something we do.
And I mean all the time.
TMI? Mew? You good?
So you're welcome, Gonta. Think of me during your next tug session.
Most of that was unintelligible nonsense, but it would seem that Mew has an actual alibi.
Yep, it took a while, but at least we got everyone's alibis cleared up.
You got a weird feeling in it, man.
We should remember all of this in case we need to recall these events again.
Okay, but why was she like? Wait, oh wait, no, it was because she didn't want going to the
That
grabber. I
leaves
guess it just took the clothes
Kaito
off.
and
That was her
Maki
secret woman
as
weapon.
the only ones with no alibis.
Then one of them must be the culprit. But which one, I wonder?
I mean, it can't be as weird as the second game where the Spare Girls.
Mo gets the culprit
True.
by it.
Good point.
Hold up! Don't decide just yet!
Especially considering, what was his name with the long hair in Spare Girls? He's even weirder than Mew. Two prime suspects, Kaito and... what was it? Something inside me doesn't want to accuse Kaito. I want to believe Kaito. Until he's proven guilty, I will trust him. So you trust him, that's why we know he's the culprit.
Determine the sequence of events. The culprit
No, we should do something more fun. And I have the perfect idea.
What? Nani?
We narrowed it down to 2 people, and one of those 2 is the culprit, right?
Are you gonna bet it on a coin toss or something?
Since we don't have to randomly accuse each other, finding the truth just got much easier. So let's find the truth with a more effective method.
And what is this effective method?
Torture.
If one of them is the culprit, then the innocent one should know who the guilty one is. Yeah? Because if you know you're not the culprit, then you can just accuse the other person.
Yes, that is true.
Which means there is one person among us who definitely knows who the culprit is. To that someone who knows, do your best to convince us. Work harder.
I don't.
Work harder.
Have
you're
the 2 argue
Don't
for
say
their
it.
innocence. That's how we'll decide our culprit.
Damn it, man.
Did that?
How many
Wouldn't
times have they
just
said that
pass
now?
the blame back and forth?
And...
Yo, what's up, Alex?
Huh?
Among Us, no.
You guys talk about cooperation.
Stop saying
too,
Among Us.
But you're all afraid. You're too scared to point your fingers at others, so you hide behind the word trust.
How's it going?
How do you expect to find the culprit when you're all worried about each other's feelings?
Good point.
If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit! If we
Doing
want to
good.
find the liar, I suggest that the 2
Why is there a
suspects
crewmate
argue against each
there? I will delete
no
that.
more pointless deductions. All we need is for them to fight for their lives. So let's host an argument that's totally not boring but super fun! We'll catch the culprit in their lies when we find a contradiction.
What? Mods ban him.
We'll scare the culprit until they screw up! That's how a true class trial works. Right, Monokuma?
A development like that would liven things up a bit.
Yep, I totes agree.
You're agreeing with Monokuma? Just whose side are you on?
Are you guys just gonna post that every time they say
I'm on
Among
your
Us?
side. I don't want to
this
die
game, huh?
either, you know.
Real funny.
That's why we need to take this seriously. Hot debate to smoke out the liar.
And how do you expect us to start this?
Yes.
If you guys need some help getting started, I can give out the first topic. Our first topic is this!
The smoke?
Ta-da!
The Cubs pad.
Not just any Cubs pad, but the one given to our latest victim, Ryoma. When we started investigating, I went straight to his room to borrow it.
So, it wasn't the culprit who took the video from his room. It was you.
And the reason why I brought it out just for this occasion is... because one of these two had Ryoma's motive video. Dun dun dun!
One of these two had it?
And for us to figure that out, we need to know who this motive video belongs to. Take a guess, everyone. Whose motive video did Ryoma have?
I don't know. Oops. The motive video that Ryoma had was Kaido's or Maki's. I should know the answer. Well, I mean, I had Kaido's, so...
That's it.
It was Maki's motive video, right?
Oh, how did you ever guess? Ooh, I know! It's because the motive video that you have belongs to Kaito. Process of elimination wins again. The obvious answer was Maki, right?
I mean, it could really be anyone, really, but...
Is that true, Shuichi?
I likely Maki.
Yes, you're right.
And what about that? Just because Ryoma had my motive video, that doesn't make me the culprit.
Finally, you said something! This is how a debate should be. I only brought up the motive video to make you talk.
Excuse me?
Okay, now that we got the party rolling, let's get you and Kaito ready to argue. Remember, if you're not the culprit, then that means the other one is. Got that? Let's start this extreme death debate. Tear up the other's lies, rip each other apart.
Okay.
Wait just a minute. What are you trying to...
Quit screwing around! We don't need to debate who's a culprit! I'm not the culprit! That's for sure.
Which means...
Kaito, wait. Maybe Kokichi is wrong. Maybe he...
Maki isn't a culprit either.
What?
Huh? Really? You're saying neither of you are the culprit? Then what would be the point of this whole debate?
Who cares about that? All I know is that neither me or Maki are the culprit. It's just a hunch I've got.
Hunch? Are you being serious? You do know all our lives are on the line here, right? And you're betting our lives on just a hunch?
You don't get it. This isn't just any hunch. This is an
all of your
official
hunch.
hunch from the Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
What?
How illogical. This is even more difficult to comprehend than Kokichi's antics.
You're totally not serious. You can't be that stupid, right?
No, he might actually be that stupid. Damn idiot!
Damn, they're just
To a
bullying
damn
him.
idiot!
To a damn idiot.
Hey, don't call me an idiot. Anyway, me and Maki aren't the culprit.
They all just jumped him, bro.
There's no doubt about it. I believe in Maki.
What?
You believe in her? Like, based on what?
Based on your mama.
Huh? I don't gotta base it on anything. No matter where the clues point. In the end, the only thing that matters is what I believe,
Yep.
right?
Yo, just call him an idiot.
Whether I believe or not. Whether I want to believe or not. That's the only thing that
It's gonna
matters.
be real awkward if Kaido's the culprit.
So, you do not have any evidence.
Only baseless conjecture.
But I totally get where he's coming from. Because I want to believe in Himiko too.
Me too. I need more nyas throughout the game. Want to believe, huh? Yeah, I can understand that.
Wanting to believe in someone is a beautiful act, yes. However, it is a sentiment that has no place in a class trial.
He's an idiot after all.
It's okay to be idiot, as long as you believe in people.
Oh.
Guys, I said don't call me an idiot. Really hurts my feelings.
It's true, he is an idiot. That's not what a class trial is about. You're supposed to think logically. You can't let your feelings into it. It's absurdity, total absurdity. But then again, that absurdity saved me before, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Kaido may not be the smartest guy, but, you know, he be saying some nice things. If I can trust my logic, maybe I should trust Kaido's feelings too. Yeah, it'll work out in the end, so...
I'll believe in Maki as well.
What?
The only Maki I believe in is the one in JJK.
That's our Kaido, right?
He's just
Making
a bro,
us
yep.
think with our hearts.
You too?
Kaido's the
How
type
could
of
the
guy who
ultimate
wouldn't
detective believe
study
in
for a
someone
test and just be
without
like,
proof?
nah, I'd win.
But there's no proof linking Maki or Kaido to this crime either. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. For now, they are innocent.
Right on, Shuichi. I knew I picked a good sidekick.
And by the way, I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training. I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective.
Well, you better start acting like one.
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either of them? Unless you have evidence to the contrary, these two will remain suspects.
So I just have to turn it around, right?
Huh?
It's not like I owe that
Huh?
idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me. But that hopeless idiot may have encouraged me a bit.
Seriously, enough's enough. Stop calling me an idiot.
What are you trying to say,
You're really
Maki?
taking it personally now.
I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever. So I'll tell you.
Oh? Tell us what?
I met up with Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
That's some serious information, bro.
At nighttime?
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night.
Well, I mean, that was speculation.
That's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
If that's true, then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
That's right. Everyone suspected them, because they know have alibis for those times.
That means me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
Quit fucking around. You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that line of crap?
Yes, this seems too convenient.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
It's
I don't even
totally
like you.
obvious.
You're too short. I can't see you.
Maki's
Haha.
so desperate that she has to lie.
You're so short, you can't even make it. Maki lied to us? It's true, we don't have all the facts. But why would Maki say that now of all times? If I trust her innocence, I should believe her statement. What should I? Should I? Intermission. It's been an hour and 24 minutes. Oh yeah, sure, I'll save.
Now then,
It seems the voting is finished. Now then, let's see the results. Who will be chosen as the Black Ends? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
What are you saying?
Really don't like him. Nope. Kokichi can die. No, it hasn't. You're the one who doesn't remember Monotaro.
oh,
Oh man, you're right. Silly me. I'm so forgetful.
yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect you all to get so worked up over such a small lie. You kids are pretty gullible, huh?
Now then,
Well, anyway, let's just skip this trial and jump ahead to chapter 3.
What are you saying?
Wait a second, we don't know the culprit yet. Yeah, who killed Rantaro? That was chapter 1's case. How can you be this forgetful? Cool, thanks for that yap session. Anyways.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one.
square
I
one.
hope Monotaro
If square one,
or
they wouldn't
the
have
one with the
got
left
eaten
eyes
by
in
the
this trial.
competition.
What's
After
his name?
that terrible movie, they
Monosuke?
had no other choice.
Wow, what does that mean?
It means he doesn't
Yeah.
want to get involved in another pointless argument.
Pointless
like
argument.
this one.
Forget about it.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says.
Yo, what's
She's
up,
just
Twit?
gonna throw out more lies.
How's it going?
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to.
What's that?
Hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Oh my gosh, he said it.
More one to talk.
Drake be like,
Maki, just ignore that lying little
I'm
degenerate.
a liar, the wire my
We'll
pants
listen
not
to
on
what you
fire.
have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct?
Hello, Moko.
Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video?
Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video? It would have to be someone who knew who had each pad. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. It was you!
It's you!
Little shit. It was
That
Gento.
would be Kokichi.
Those pads, gotta catch them all. I even got the pads belong to the people who aren't here. Now everyone can watch their motive video. Yes, I remember that.
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking
Gento
dirty
would have
thoughts.
immediately forgotten who that was.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video.
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
She's
And then
not
what
gonna dress from
happened?
now on.
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. And that's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question. Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important? Or you're just not gonna say that?
Yes, it is important.
What,
Because if
where did
Kokichi
Gonta's
told
line go?
Ryoma,
Bro went silent.
it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
Well, I mean,
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No, this is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
is it a lie or the truth? This is the turning point. This will change the fate of this case. And I said I would believe in Kaido. And that means believing in Maki. And that means I have to do it. I need us all on the same page. I have to change where this argument is going, just like Kaido did. So then we have to do like a... what do you call it? A lie?
I met with Ryoma the previous
I don't even know how to do that. Let's just hear what they have to say.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't
You're
prove
telling me
your
I
claim,
only hit one of those?
then it's the same as an outright lie.
can't say the two of them met now. It's too obvious to lie. So if I can convince them that Maki met up with someone.
I met with Ryoma the
How do I shoot, recall it, hold?
previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come
Which one
forward
hit
already.
though? Probably.
If no one can prove that this place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us.
Okay.
If you can't prove your claim,
What?
then it's
What do
the
you mean that
same
makes
as now.
Alright, let's try again.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
With anyone else.
Did
Prove that this meeting...
I'll reveal the truth.
Alright.
I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
Oh? Please explain.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
People talking.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices, then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now, we don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine
Bro,
it
it's
being
just straight up
anyone but
lying.
Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki
Me when
last
I
night,
spread
correct?
misinformation.
So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked. We are still part of a killing game after all.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that?
I mean, I feel like Gonta believes anyone.
But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep. Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
See, now imagine Shuichi would decide to turn bad.
So surprised
Oh my
that
goodness, it's
Shuichi
so
was
over.
a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long.
Gonto.
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
Right. I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
When did Ryuma's body get placed in the piranha tank? Maki was with Ryuma around midnight, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. It couldn't have been the morning after. That leaves...
Only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, Dick Cheese?
Dick Cheese?
But that's the only possibility.
Why is bro so
By
surprising?
morning, we were already at the gym.
It's not the first time you've called
It
someone
may
that.
be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress.
Ginto.
What a terrible title for a guard.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
I don't even play baseball.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone! Go to sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments. Disagreement? What? A disagreement?
Oh, we're doing this again.
You mean you're split down the middle again? Then, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds! Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
Seems like our opinions are split on this matter, but if we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. All I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can get them to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. I won't fail. Yeah, sure, buddy. How do we do this again? I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the controls. When was the body put in? How do I play again? I don't know the controls.
Did the culprit move the body?
Okay, hold on, relax. Select speaker. Ask for debate, make statement.
Just before the morning announcement?
You would probably say master. Master debate.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito! Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Kenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
We are We're inconsistent in our position, but we have to work together. Almost by just put in the tank at nighttime. We have to defend that
Did the
point.
culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed Himiko?
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I've got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the...
But should we trust Tenko?
It's okay, remember, the rules state that...
Oh, okay, well now I gotta. Okay, I
Did
get
the
it. I
culprit
gotta do it
move
all
the
in
body
one go.
just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the
Is it not possible you Himiko?
Skip all this.
Remember, the rules state...
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know. The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I've got this!
You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym.
Maki!
Entering the
Music's
pool
really
at
good.
night's what's off
It's pretty
limits,
good.
not the pool area itself.
But should we Tenko?
Alright.
It's okay, because we...
Oh. Anyways.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. Curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window, the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
Pot me kettle.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Gentlemen only chuck robot bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I know! They used the ladder in the gym! You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right? So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
I didn't want to go on Who versus Who. The ladder could be used in the crime to prove it. Wait, what? The ladder couldn't have been used like that in this crime. But they moved the ladder though. So honestly, I don't
The
remember
only
if it reached
reason
the
the
window or
ladder
not.
reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage. Finally, the ladder was found in the
Oh,
gym,
I thought.
correct?
Okay, I see.
If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Then Gonta used his hard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
Stop bullying, don't tell you.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
I actually don't know that yet.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't
What?
know how.
I know the answer. Tell him, Shuichi.
Seriously?
Like what? Brother.
Serves you right! You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty! Kids just need to shut up and take their licks!
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi!
I know. I have to do something, but...
Puichi. I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Damn it. Am I really not good enough? Am I no good as a detective? I can't do this. I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
Well, I mean, yes. That's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot.
Whoa,
The
Himiko,
last
relax.
time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Himikawa under the bridge?
We can determine where this all started, and we can determine how it ended. Someone's saying no. No one's saying that anymore.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I
Nino?
can't believe you didn't notice that.
From Quintuplets?
I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
Damn.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There is nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilets? Impossible.
Impossible.
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool. Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
Well, it must be the pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
Cause of death is certainty. Ryoma drowned in water. Almost seems like the obvious answer, but I have my doubts.
First, let's
Because one
establish
person's
the
focused
crime
on
scene.
talking about the gym and tank.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
It's drowning.
There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
Toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilets? Impossible.
The only place that fits is the...
pool at night.
The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime.
You can learn stuff from Kyoko.
No swimming is allowed at
For
night,
reals.
so a living person could not have gone in.
A dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying. And the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
You can be swimming if you're drowning, though.
Where was Ryoma killed if
Or you
not
can't be
pool?
swimming if you're drowning,
Is
though.
there other place where water can be stored?
Where was Ryoma killed? I know there's some kind of clue.
Oh no!
I know something that I feel like. Okay, wait. Let me see the question again. What clue shows where Ryoma was killed? Oh, where was it? The sink? No. It's like it has a. It's like one of these. Oh, there. Okay.
The sink
That's
in
something my
Ryoma's
team.
lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
Then I believe
I'm
those
a Patriots
scratches
fan.
were caused by...
Pats. I don't really watch football much. Oh wait, what was the question? Ryoma was drowned in the sink. What made the scratches? Handcuffs.
This is it! The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Well, yeah. Sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks in the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Alright. When he says
That's
this is
Ryoma's
it, I can hear
brain.
Sonic in there. It was the same voice actor.
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank.
Gee, that's brutal though.
I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
It is?
The handcuffs were left
I don't know, I'm
after
asking
the
you.
drowning
You're the
fell
one
with
that brought
Ryoma.
Sonic up. I was like, are they the same voice actor?
So the
I actually don't
culprit
know who the voice actor
handcuffed
is.
Ryoma and drowned him in his lab sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
Crunchy
Which Sonic
texture
though?
with the
I
body
don't know,
parts
man.
just right. Then
I
when
have
they
no clue.
bite down, it gushes.
Stop! Please stop!
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shukuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
It's possible.
I don't, I mean, I have no idea.
before
I have to look it up.
Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not the bone.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... Whoops. Don't pay attention to little me. I'm just talking to myself.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed. Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
Is that a Food Wars reference?
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the
I
sink in his
understood that
lab,
reference.
right? That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
Alright, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
The F word in that
How did the
sentence
culprit
was
carry his
necessary.
body to the gym from there? Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
Shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym to the culprit use.
There!
Nope. So much disgusting creations. Yup.
The shortcut
This
is
is
the
the first
window
one.
in Ryoma's lab.
In the season, or the show.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the pool side, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. And I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, as the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, and to figure out how to get from the 3rd floor window to the gym. Alright then, I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. What the heck is this? Bruh. The objective of this mode is to gather the letter cubes lying around to form the question. Psyche Taxi? Is this like a reference to Crazy Taxi? Picking up letter cubes float around, you can complete the question. Once you complete the question, you head toward the escort that has the correct answer. If it's the right answer, they'll get in your car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Also, there will be other cars on the road. If you hit those, you will take focus energy damage. If it's getting dangerous, use R to concentrate and stay calm and avoid them. Please drive safely, enjoy the ride. Please respond at your earliest convenience. Oh. 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 Oh, sweet. Nice car you have. Oh, thanks. Okay. Just full speed. What does it say? The... Something from where? The boy was brought from where? Oh, I missed a letter. I was trying to read the... Oh! The body was brought from where? I can't move. I can't. Okay, a lot's happening in the screen. Brought from... lab window or the lab door? I guess I got it right. What? There's more? So no, it's not the same VA. He's voiced by Sigurd and Faye. Oh, or Effie, not Faye. Oh, I guess technically, whatever. I see. Oh! Careful. Okay, no, I can read the question when it's done. There's no need to look at it now. Didn't they say there was gonna be other cars? There hasn't really been any. Oh, I missed. Are you serious? brought to the gym from where? Oh, podcast. Ah, I didn't know that. Sigurd, huh? Brought from the gym from where? Or to the gym from where? From the window? Okay, well this is easy. Couldn't have been the door. Let me go in the... Thought I got it wrong for a second. Let me go in what in the... Anyways, there are people at the door. That's impossible. Oh, another car! Oh my gosh, I almost crashed into him. Whoa! Oh! Whoopsies. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry about that. Is that a car? No, it's not. Full speed ahead. Whoa, what was that? Is that Monokuma? How was it moved from the classroom window to the gym window? Game time. Alright, let's see. From the class window to the gym. Via the pool, from window to window. Well, it couldn't have been from the pool. We already established that. Okay, that was not so bad.
It connects!
It connects!
I've got it! Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment to connect the windows. I believe it was found near the body. This?
There! The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal.
What mysterious mystery?
During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason.
Oh.
So, during nighttime, someone used the
I actually
rope
hit the
and
button
threw it into
twice.
the gym window?
I'm trying to crack my knuckles. Whoopsie.
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged
Sorry,
the distance
Angie, I
between
didn't mean
both
to cut you off like that.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows,
According to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym window.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Oh my god, Mew.
Wait, who said that?
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie
You're
them
just
to
taking
the
it literally.
windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, Gonta think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one, though.
You gotta love Muse, no filter.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
That's what we love Mew for. No filters, no holding back any intrusive thoughts, just letting it all out. Brutal honesty. What was the question? Used as a second rope? Where is it? I know this. This.
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so... First, Culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, Culprit move to other side and tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, Culprit tie rope and cable together. That how Culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow! That's amazing, Gonta! You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing.
No.
Gonta use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it! Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
We get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Damn.
Tarzan? But they also
What?
had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment
we
the
have
culprit
Kokichi.
used.
He hates her ever since she ever since her comment to
Well,
Kokichi,
anyway,
he's just been
it
like
would have been pretty difficult
insulting
to
her
get
left.
that
He
body
took it
in
really
the piranha
personally.
tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would have only had one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully, meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. The problem is, how did they get near it? All that we know right now is that there was a rope that connected the windows. Somehow the culprit used that to move the body and were close to the windows themselves. To make that work, they had to have used something else. But what would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial. It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
Except the one that killed him.
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this. I'll solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. So Something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Think. Come on, think. Oh gosh. How do I... Wait, oh sorry. Flash spot, fast forward letter. Get letter, okay. What did the culprit fashion to move the body between the windows? I actually have no idea. Can I look at my... Nope, I can't look at my... Okay. R. E. No. O. Rope. Rope.
I see now.
There you go. Not gonna lie, I had no idea. I was just
Yes,
picking
that's
letters.
it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got brain damage or something?
Drain damage.
You need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
No, there definitely was. The culprit used it to move the body along the rope. In scenes, what in the world is mine? In this mode, the objective is to dig up the answer. At the beginning, the answers will be completely covered by pieces. Use the L stick to move the cursor and erase the pieces with the A button. Pieces will be erased when two or more of the same colors connect. The adjacent pieces will then change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, white. If you do it right, you can remove all the pieces from an object. The trick is to predict how the adjacent pieces will change. Wait. When all the pieces on top of an object are gone, you can select the object as the answer. If you select the wrong object, your influence gauge will take damage. There's just one piece left. You can press the A button repeatedly to break it. But that'll incur a time penalty, so don't just button mash. It might sound complicated, but trust me, you'll get it as you play. Am I playing Puyo Puyo Tetris or something? Bro, I suck at that. What is this? What? How do I... I see. Okay, this isn't what I thought it was. How do I...
I see it.
Okay, I suck at that game. Oh, okay, well, we did it.
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember
Yeah,
the
that
inner
thing.
tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported two people.
I think Mew would know a thing or two about sturdy rubber.
The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway. and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym.
I see.
Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
Wait, so someone...
His foot!
Who was...
Monosuke
Wait, so
doesn't
somebody that
hinge his
asked him
jaw
that, then
and
they're the...
swelled his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Pops?
Daddy's mad at you now.
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Wait.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody
Wait.
makes mistakes.
No.
I want us all to
Hold-
get along.
Hold on.
Monodam's right.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodam. Less attitude and more gratitude.
Monokuma's gonna kill
Got it?
Monosuke for that. he spilled some info.
Come on. The trial was just getting fun.
Uh-oh, Monokuma's mad at
Why you gotta
Monosuke.
ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder! Some crazy-ass shit!
Back with more food? Ooh.
But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily.
And grab some food and then be blocked. Okay.
All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
They must have had strong arms to throw it up that high.
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
The reason the culprit left it in the pool is obvious. They don't like water, there was no time, it was nighttime. You can't go in the pool at night.
Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Eating pork belly, coyote,
Not
confused
necessarily.
noodles. Ooh.
You see, the water
That
level
sounds
in
good.
that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
That'll work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
Huh! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Though I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close. We're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
No.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
Am I...
Looks like it's time
Hold
for
my
me to
thought.
start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Gee, thanks.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Yes, I have a good idea of who the culprit is.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick.
Now I'm Bok Bok. Welcome, Bok.
I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna
Oh,
leave it all
God.
to you, Shuichi.
Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have had to been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows the list of suspects. Alright, guys. Oh. The perfect plan. We thought very thoroughly. And then, what was his name? And then Kurikyo was like, oh, respect, what a beautiful blah blah blah. There is only one person here that could have made such a masterful plan perfectly with almost zero flaws in it. God, no, please. Where are you?
It has to be you! There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Please don't.
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
Don't do this to me.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? Jin.
Please tell me this is all like.
I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Oh my. Please tell me this is not true.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Alright, let's see. To force Kirumi to implicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a whole inner story somewhere, and I just have to stay calm and find it.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed.
Yuichi, Kibo, Kyo, Sumugi, and Tenko were forced to gather until 11. 5 minutes to 9. Himiko and Andy joined. Whoa. Whoa, what's with the audio? Whoa, why is it so staticky?
Nighttime.
Okay, so the alibis.
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Oh, wrong one. So is it the insect meet and greet?
I, of course,
We all
am
have
not
an
the
alibi.
culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. Do you?
I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
I'm messing it up.
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work.
Yeah.
But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Alright, it's gotta be this one.
The crime was.
Do not have one.
What? What are you talking about? Most of the people were doing the insect greed, no?
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi.
He always does.
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I'll reveal the truth.
I was just. Alright. I'm like, if that didn't work, I'm gonna just lie.
Maybe we can't prove
I gotta
everyone's
keep in mind about the
can
lying
still
thing, because
keep
I'm still not used to it, but it's just like none of the other truth bullets make sense, except for the insect meet and greet and the alibi.
Last
But the
night,
alibi is just
Kaido and I
the
heard
insect meet,
Maki
but
speaking with
with
Ryoma.
more details.
But
So
I
if
haven't
the truth
mentioned
one
what
didn't work, then
happened
just
after.
I don't know, the lie
Kirumi,
bullet or whatever it's called.
Any thoughts?
Why are we? Can we stop pressing
Did you
Kirumi?
return
It's
to
not
your
her, okay?
respective dorm rooms?
Yes, we did. But I couldn't fall asleep, so I was awake until morning, which allowed me to hear a certain sound in the night. Last night, I heard the sound of someone leaving their room and exiting the dorm. And after some time, I heard the sound of them returning.
Could it have been the culprit? But all you heard was a sound? That doesn't mean you know who made it.
Indeed, it doesn't. But I didn't hear the sound of someone going down the stairs, which must mean that whoever left has a room on the first floor. No one on the second floor left the dorm that night.
So everyone on the second floor has an alibi? You cannot determine the culprit with just that.
On the contrary, once we rule out the second floor, we know who the culprit is. Because preparing the ropeway required time to be spent in the gym. It's extremely likely that the culprit helped set up the magic show.
Helped during the magic show.
In short, Himiko, Angie, Kaito, or Kirumi.
I see. So among the four, the only one with a room on the first floor of the dorms is...
Yes, only Kirumi.
It wasn't very elegant, but my lie was certainly plausible. Will they buy it?
You heard a sound, huh? Well, I hear a load of BS.
Nobody asked you.
But unfortunately for you, Kirumi, your time's up. We already know you're the only one capable of setting all this up. Right, Shuichi?
Oh, that was an unexpected assist.
Right. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi.
Oh my god, no.
Well, the preparations in the gym
Why?
in any case.
She had no reason to do that.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window. That required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Hear me ask, why do you believe that to Gabe?
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough
Like, I
time to
don't
set
want to
it up.
admit it, but it's like, nobody else here
Enough
is
time to
that
tie the rope on the window
thorough
frame and put the pain
at
in
doing
the
this kind of
piranha
stuff
tank.
other than her.
This is my selfless devotion.
Oh, she's really fighting.
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Oh, she's mad.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
Crux.
I am referring to the road. Now, with that road, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess. And then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess.
Sorry, I wasn't really listening. I was just gonna focus
It
on
is
cutting
nothing
the
more
words.
than deception.
This is the conclusion we reached together. It's not just a guess. I have evidence on my side and I'll show her.
I am referring to the road. Now, with that road, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess. And then you add assumptions and hearsay
Oh
to
gosh,
that
wait, I don't
guess.
wanna... Why isn't
It
it...
is nothing more than deception.
Why isn't my freaking thing spinning? Oh my god.
Oh no!
I couldn't spin
If it
the
was solely the rope and
reticle.
partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough. I accept
It's
that.
stuck on the-
However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided When you
Alright.
consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am
Alright,
referring to
it's-
the
I
rope.
think it's either the window
Now,
frame
with
or
that
the
rope.
piece of fabric.
It is possible to reach the gym window from the third floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words.
We got it.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are
I'm
proof
locked
that you used a
in.
rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Is Kirumi quiet cause that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone.
Everyone.
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They
So why
won't
would she
forgive me if I
kill-
do.
What? Where is this coming from? The response seems genuine. But what does she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? I wish. I hope. No, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi. Who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Kaido?
I've just got a weird feeling
Who she
about
truly
this.
serves.
When you said everyone, felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't
Her
here.
motivation.
Someone who isn't here.
How would she know, though? That would mean she saw it. Who had hers?
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
That makes sense.
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Nanny?
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about.
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to Atua?
Yes, really. So please believe me. I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone.
What if she's like trying to kill everyone and then upset at
Please
the end?
believe me. You have to.
Kirumi!
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
She's the ultimate mate to someone.
Gonta just
True.
can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryuma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well.
She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi has no words for that.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah,
time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am...
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the rope weight was used to move the body. If it wasn't Ikirumi who moved the body with a makeshift rope weight, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
I don't like how panicky she is.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. You bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. Am I? I mean...
This is it!
It's like the only one we haven't used.
The piece of black fabric in the pool.
He lost
That's
composure.
the final clue that proves you're guilty.
Not a clear indication of guilt.
It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle, because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym, but how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just
Going to
that.
prove to pick up that fabric either.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how that black fabric fits into this is key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. What?
You are incorrect.
What
I
is
forgot to do this.
Truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone.
You are incorrect.
What is this
What?
truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse
What?
everyone.
I'm pressing the button.
You are incorrect.
I don't get this holding in though. Do I? How long do I hold this? What? I didn't do
In
anything
this
different. How?
class trial?
Okay, whatever.
Everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth.
Oh shit, that was my
Everyone
button.
might die! In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake! Because of your self-righteous truth,
Oh, I have to hold
everyone
it. God,
might
I
die!
didn't.
I completely understand your reasoning. But I
I
will
held
never
it.
accept it. It seems
What?
you wish to pin
Oh,
me
oh,
as
I
the
see, I got it.
You do not have any evidence.
Oh.
You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
What?
You
I
do
held
not
it.
have
I
any
promise you I held it.
evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. What does that piece of trash prove?
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I messed up. I pressed that
Completely
finger.
understand your reasoning. But I will never
Sorry, glove.
accept
I got it.
What does that piece of trash prove?
There we go.
It's here!
So if this follows.
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's
I'm
black
not the only one that saw
glove.
that, right?
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn.
Gonna have to
But our culprit was smart.
look back on the VOD
They
later,
weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
just to make sure that I,
Yeah, the culprit
know.
had gloves on. One got all torn up.
that I
from the
actually saw what I
friction
think I saw.
It fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your doing?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. You can test my theory.
How many think I'm
by
gonna have to
comparing the
watch?
fabric
3 or
scrap with your
10
glove.
more? 10?
Well, Kirumi? Will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Gabe, you gonna rewatch this one for sure, you know, for deduction purposes? Exactly.
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
What's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed. But Kaido was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it, and kept thinking and kept going. And this is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
And to Mew. Alright, let's see here. How do I do this again? Select panel. Place panel, turn page. Select panel. Oh, okay. Evidence made of metal. Okay, I see. Carry the rope. Friction on glove. Handcuff victim. Inner tube. Okay, we don't have this yet. Okay. Where in the gym was the rope tied? I don't have that panel yet. Before the murder, what was put on the victim's wrist? Handcuff. What was taken from the pool? This. What was used to transport the body on the ropeway? Hitting the brakes was tougher than expected. Friction on glove. Where was the body carried to? Oh. Hold on. She should have used Ryoma's clothing instead. Small piece of fabric. That's true. Partition. The lid. Where in the gym was the rope tied?
This is the truth of the case. The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating
I've never heard that word in my life.
Process. In truth, the crime began last night around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the
Did
show
Dora
in
use
the gym,
geometry instead to put the
culprit
body in?
had a
She did
chance
get
to
A
be
geometry
alone.
after all? Wow.
It was then that the culprit used the ladder to
I
reach
should let
the
me think I was not
piranha
good at
tank
mathematics. I miss when I was good at math.
and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym and used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, The culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame, and thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body, an impressive premeditated murder. But the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube, but that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence: the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime. That's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid? Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. To end like this.
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi. Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
We don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodem, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time! Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
I just want to know why. They better give a good reason. Who voted me? Nah, who did that?
Chosen as
Who voted
the
me?
blackened. Will you make the right
Why was there one
choice
red on me?
or the dreadfully wrong one?
Oh, it's probably the maid. Okay, never mind. Yeah, probably her. Never mind. That would make sense. My mind immediately went to Kikuchi for some reason. I'm like, did he vote me just to be an a-hole? Look at that, all A's. Yeah, I'm pretty good at the game.
Oh my!
Y'all voted correctly. What an unexpected, unpredictable outcome. Black and killed Ryoma Hoshi is Terumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. Yay, bravo, bravo.
Thank goodness.
Oh, Kokichi. I said Kikuchi, whoops. Whatever, who cares? Same difference.
You gotta be kidding me!
There's nothing good about this at all. Why? Why did it have to be Kirumi? Yo, for real. Truly, this result was unexpected.
Wait!
How can you be so calm about it?
No way.
But Gonta no can't believe it. Kirumi was so helpful for everyone. Saying Kirumi is also culprit?
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, how long have you been lying to us?
The truth
Is that why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone? You mean she's not my mom?
Hey!
She was never your fucking mom.
Damn it.
Hey, Kirumi, tell me. Why? You're always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone? Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans. They burn down the forest we call home. They pollute the rivers we drink from. I'll never forgive humans. No more food messages, nothing. I didn't even get to fully bond with her during free time, damn. Shut up, shut up. Enough with the commentary already.
Say.
Well, Kirumi, were your feelings towards us simply another falsehood?
How?
No, it can't be. Say it ain't so. That was just another lie too?
No.
I don't think so. Still, I still believe Kirumi cares about us.
What?
And how would you know? I can't say for certain, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing for her. Can't say for certain, That is what a detective would say.
Um,
Kirumi, are you upset? because of the people important to you? You mean like from the motive video? So Kirumi watched hers after all? Earlier, Kirumi mentioned that she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video.
What's wrong?
Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
I do not agree.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've just done.
Damn.
Regret? Spit it out already. Otherwise, we can't accept this outcome. Please, Kirumi, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know the others care about you too. So please.
Understood.
Very well then. If you are all so desperate to know,
I should take that request.
I will consider this a final request and tell you everything. No more lies then. You better just tell us the truth, please, and thank you. Like you're one to talk, bitch. Shut the hell up. Stupid shit.
That is correct.
Your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you did indeed watch your video. Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your motive video? Alright, fess up. Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you.
What are you saying?
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes?
May I?
That won't be necessary. I did not trade my motive video to anyone, or with anyone. Huh? You didn't trade with anyone. How'd you see your motive video?
Hey!
Perhaps Kirumi received her own motive video.
Huh?
You mean she had her own motive video from the start?
Yes.
Correct. No one had my motive video but me, the video's intended recipient. I have no idea why.
The fuck's going on?
That's not possible. Monokuma, what the hell's going on? You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. All this talk about videos being switched. What does that mean exactly? Nah, don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos.
No.
No, I didn't. Huh? Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you cubs screw up again?
Huh?
Not supposed to?
Dumbass!
It's all Monofanny's fault. She passed them out without checking the names. What? I didn't know. Monotaur should have checked the names too. Wait a minute, I don't even remember passing out any videos. It was my fault. What?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I should have been more careful.
No.
No, Monodam, it's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too. Yeah, it seems I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that the plan all along was to redistribute the videos.
Daddy! Hey,
It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting. Thank goodness. What the hell is this mushy feel-good crap?
You stupid!
You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
Well now.
I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation.
I see.
The Monaco merely distributed the motive videos at random. Receiving my own video was nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you?
Hey!
What was in your video?
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything.
Yes.
I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So,
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together?
That's right.
Yes, that would be much better. Let's hurry before Dad gets bored again. How thorough of you. And I suppose it is better this way. Perhaps the truth will be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. As the Kirumi had spoken, the Monocos began playing the video. There's gonna be all of us.
All right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to make this country great again and transferred all his
Is
authority
that a
to her.
There's no way that's a reference to what I think it is.
No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary
Trump
was
reference?
secretly running the country. And
Ain't
over
no way.
time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirumi
Okay.
could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely
All right.
on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only
Bro, why are the
accepts
elders so, like,
requests
detailed?
that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
Huh? It can't be.
What?
The hell? The Prime Minister? Everything you just saw is true, though I only remember it upon watching that video. Remembered?
Wait!
Please, hold on. That video is true? That's ridiculous. There's no way Kirumi's really the Prime Minister.
I do not agree.
No, it's the truth. I am Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, and the most important people to me
This is my selfless
are the
devotion.
citizens of this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past, but he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation
She'll
itself.
sacrifice a few to save many. I guess. So.
What did I do?
You're literally confusing the shit out of me because this makes no sense, and I gotta take a.
I see.
One of those statements didn't really need to be said. Kirumi is the real Prime Minister. Oh yeah, okay, whatever. How can you seriously believe that a high schooler would be Prime Minister?
You really don't get it.
I don't think it's odd that an ultimate level of talent could be that powerful. I mean, Keyboy's talent doesn't pretend to be human, even though he's a heartless robot.
How rude!
I am not pretending. I'm still learning.
I see.
Well, good luck, I guess.
Incredible.
I was aware of Kirumi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister?
What?
Then Kirumi really is Prime Minister? Does she hold burden of country's future?
Actually,
Motivator aside, Kirumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, I get that Kirumi is really important, but what was that unprecedented crisis?
I do not know.
I don't know, actually. Why can't I remember? My memory's lost.
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the Ultimate Hunt?
That is correct.
Perhaps it is connected to the Ultimate Hunt.
Huh?
The Ultimate Hunt is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation. How many times are we going to repeat that? If that's true, how are they connected? What is this Ultimate Hunt anyway?
I do not know.
I do not know what is happening to the nation while I am here inside the End Wall. That is why I needed to know. I needed to know what the most important people in my life are safe. Or that the most...
This is my selfless devotion.
Because I am duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation.
My apologies.
That is why I needed to escape.
If so...
So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation. But if those are the options, of course you'd pick everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake out there. And we just stopped Kirumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
I don't like that.
What should we do? Do we make a terrible mistake? If everyone outside dies because Kirumi is dead...
Why?
Doesn't that mean we pretty much destroyed the country? What do we do?
Wait!
Say, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in this country? Like 100 million easily.
Always messing around.
No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really...
Bears do not lie.
Bears do not lie.
Hey,
I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power.
Huh?
Nothing is beyond your power? What an arrogant, ridiculous...
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring disaster to a country. I mean,
What are you trying to pull?
what's so funny?
Cuz!
You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animals that tells lies? Hey, cut it out. This is serious.
Oh?
How long are you gonna keep talking about Kirumi?
Dang it!
Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
That's right. We know your motive to kill, but why did you kill Ryoma specifically? Because he was easy to kill.
Huh?
Easy to kill?
Weird.
Ryoma's not that weak. When he used his Shukuchi method, even Gonta no could
I
catch.
do not agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
Without that, he became the weak.
Huh?
Alright, I took advantage of this weakness and killed him.
That is.
What do you mean? I told him I had urgent matters to discuss and to meet me in the research lab on the 3rd floor. I revealed my motive video, and afterward I told
That
him,
is correct.
I am responsible for the life of every citizen of this nation, so I must escape this place. He then responded,
Got it.
so you got a reason to survive. It's the complete opposite of me. Huh, that's good. If you got something to live for, it means your life has value. After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis balls lying around.
And then he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
Aw. That is when I decided I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people.
Then
Ryoma knew he was going to be killed.
But
Wait a minute, it's Maki's fault that Ryoma decided he didn't want to live anymore.
What? Because
Ryoma only gave up on life after you showed him his motive video. Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
What's your point?
wait!
Wait a minute, you're talking as if Ryoma saw that motive video. Did you just say he only checked the name and didn't watch the video? Huh? Did I say that?
Huh?
What are you getting at?
Well, you know.
I probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor Ryoma.
I told you.
Again, what's your point? That he gave up on life because I showed him his motive video? I'll get to that in a sec, but why do you think Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live, isn't that right, Maki?
Why?
How do you know that?
What?
Swap motive videos? Didn't we agree not to show them to each other?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember. Because once you watch him, you've got a motive to kill.
but
But if it shows someone important to me, I'd really like to see that.
Hey,
Any idea who will be in the video?
no.
I don't. That's why I want to see it. Once I know I've got someone important to me, I'll have a reason to live.
Jeez.
If I got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys. In other words, that video might just give me a motive to live.
Please.
So please.
that's true.
You're right. He was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know.
Which means you shouldn't have shown him his motive video in the first place. What do you mean? What did his video show?
Ah.
Nothing. His motive was empty.
Huh?
Empty?
Okie dokie.
Oh, we're up next. Let's give it a watch, shall we? This is just a black screen.
All right, back by popular
Really dragging
demand,
this on, huh?
It's time for the motive video. Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, this message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really,
Damn.
I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
No one was important to him?
Always messing around.
That was what he was shown? If he saw something like that. He had none to care for and none who cared for him. He found no motive to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kirumi claim his
I
life.
see.
So that's why. He must have just watched that video before I summoned him to met with me?
It can't be.
He just gave up then? The hell with that damn moron.
But...
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live.
Because...
That's why you did such a terrible thing, right, Kirumi? For too many reasons. You're free to judge me for killing Ryoma. I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people.
For everyone.
Because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. That's why I need to survive. Sacrificing you all meant saving the lives of men, women, children, and elderly.
My apologies.
I wanted to live. Kirumi. Monokuma, don't have question.
You need something?
Oh? What is it? Can Gonta be blackened instead of Kirumi?
Huh?
What?
Gonta.
Gonta not smart boy, but even Gonta understand what everyone's saying. Kirumi should live, not Gonta. World needs her. Oh, I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to die, but Kirumi's life is way more valuable than mine. Kirumi's got the lives of hundreds of millions of people on her shoulders, right?
Unfortunately.
Logically, Kirumi's survival would result in fewer casualties than our collective survival would.
Jeez.
Maybe it would have been better if we'd gotten the culprit wrong.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
If Kirumi survives, then the nation's future will be secure. Then, what was the point of me doing all this? Why did I reveal the truth? What have I done? Was I wrong? I shouldn't have...
Shuichi!
What kind of face is that, Shuichi? If you're my psychic, then suck it up.
Huh?
Hey!
What? That goes for all of you. To hell with this, with all this value of life shit.
All right!
Life's not just some thing. You can't trade it or put a price on it. Kaido.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, even your neighbors.
I mean...
Not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
Don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go to the stars.
Of course!
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I wanna live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. There's no way in hell I'm gonna die here.
Jeez.
Idiots talk.
But
But he's right. I mean, you're right too. He's
So
an
did
idiot.
I.
To a damned idiot. I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration. Hey, shut up. I told you to stop calling me an idiot.
But
Maybe this stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Kirumi certainly looked shaken by it. Huh? Shaken?
because...
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Kirumi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably still hasn't given up even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her place.
Huh?
What?
But...
Monokuma would never allow a Blackened to escape punishment, so maybe she wanted everyone to rebel so she could use that as cover to escape on her own. How about it, Kirumi? Am I close? You are the most detestable cretin I have ever met. You knew exactly what I would attempt, yet you allowed me to explain anyway. Wait, what he said was just true?
You mean...
You tried to trick Gonta? Try to trick everyone?
Really?
Seriously? Backstabbing cunt.
Cut it out.
Enough. She was just trying to stay alive in her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
That's right. I must survive. Because I carry the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders. I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. This request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation.
You must live.
So no matter what, I cannot die. That is why I killed Ryoma. Even now, I refuse to give up.
Huh?
Kirumi?
I see.
You still refuse to give up. So, what do you intend to
You
do?
must live.
I intend to live. I must survive no matter what it takes. If I must debase myself, so be it. I will drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
I will survive.
I will do anything to survive. Oh god, she gonna fight Monokuma or something? She screamed and she started running. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was a completely undignified exit.
I have to escape. I won't die here.
There's no way I'm letting you out of here. It was ugly and raw and feral. She just ran as fast as she could. I heard my voice call out. Run. Run! Run, Kirumi!
Please run!
Hurry! Run, please hurry! Hurry, run!
Hey!
Like I said, I'm not letting you leave. Please run! Oh gosh.
I will live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
For my nation. For my people.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Uh.
It's punishment time!
I will not die!
Brand of Agony. Oh gosh. I think this is the first we see a character running away after a trial. Oh my god, her hands. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Really?
I'm so glad they killed him, but
It's okay.
thank God he killed him, but like Kirumi. What the fuck, man? Why would they do that? This is like my favorite, like one of my favorites.
Let's get along. We are all friends.
Monodam is the best, but like, that is so depressing.
That's nice. They're so cute. They're so freaking cute. How horrible!
Stop it!
Doesn't matter. Now's not the time for that.
I
Oh
don't
my god.
like that.
Can't take this anymore. Even Kirby was killed so brutally. I don't want to do is that. Maybe shut your bitch ass up. Am I gonna end up like that too?
I'll protect you.
I won't let that happen, Himiko. I'll protect you no matter what. I'll protect you no matter what. But I don't want to do this anymore either. Please, let's just stop this killing game. I don't care if we stay trapped here forever.
Come on!
Oh? Isn't that what Atua said?
Cause Atua says so.
All desire, even your desire to escape this place, can corrupt you beyond redemption. This Monokuma was corrupt. He's the one who distributed the motive
I
videos.
see, yes.
Those videos were more dangerous than we thought. To have driven Kirumi that far.
That's true.
What worries me is, as long as we're trapped here, we don't know what's true or false.
Okay.
Why did Miu assume she was being assaulted? She's just like that. She thought that if everyone felt the same murderous rage that she did, this killing game would be pure chaos. She wanted to stop it. She will forever be 2B mommy. Yup. If that's the case, then we really shouldn't show our videos to each other.
Of course.
That was our consensus from the beginning, not including you, of course.
However,
I'd assumed Kokichi would try to show us our videos to get under our skin. But that did not come to pass. What I wonder were his intentions. No, I never do anything like that. I'm still thinking about what Kirumi said. What Kirumi said? Oh, why do we get a flashback of something that happened 2 minutes ago?
Huh?
She said she remembered, and it didn't sound like a lie either.
See?
Maybe that video had the properties of a flashback light if it made her remember.
What?
Huh? The properties of a flashback light?
okay.
Still, how could Kirumi remember something she never should have forgotten? Serving the entire nation seems too important for her to just forget. Yeah, that's true. does that mean we have motives to kill that we'll remember by watching our videos? If that's the case, maybe it's for the best we don't watch the videos. As long as we don't see the videos, we won't know our motives.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm convinced. It's probably for the best. Those motive videos would mess us up. It's better if we just believe in each other. That's right. It's best we not remember our motives for everyone's sake. Oh dear. Hearing you speak of everyone's sake is the least believable I've heard yet.
That's so mean.
How rude. I'm always doing stuff for everyone's sake.
It's a lie.
I'm sure you won't believe me when I say stuff like that, so I'll just keep lying. But maybe seeing Kirumi's final moments has made me change my views.
Because
She tried to escape until the very end. Running away to live might not be a bad idea.
You're right.
Maybe facing the truth isn't enough.
That's right.
Yeah, true. It's okay to run sometimes. You just gotta win in the end. That's all you gotta do. And with that, the second class trial ended for us. A Pyrrhic victory? I've never heard that word in my life. What was the end Kaido spoke of, and how do we reach it? I don't know. I still don't know. When we returned from the courtrooms, the area was already blanketed in darkness.
For now,
We should rest. To me, that seems the most rational course of action.
You're
Have you
right.
watched Danganronpa side of the Sparrow and of Hope's Peak? I did.
Why, you... I won't forgive you!
I have. Don't worry.
It'll be okay.
As long as we listen to Chua, we'll all be just fine.
What's wrong?
What's wrong, Gonta? Why are you staring up at the sky? It's just, even when all this bad stuff happens, stars are always so pretty.
What?
But stars here are different. Not the same ones Gonta used to. Different? Do you mean the position of the stars? Yeah, Gonta looking, but no can find star he remembers.
Why?
But why? Were we taken somewhere far away? Far away?
Hey, so
Hey, let's all head back already. I'm wiped out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, hold on. I have to tell you guys something.
Huh?
What now? Like I said, I'm wiped out. No, it won't take that long. So just listen to what I have to say.
What is it?
Well then, what is it you have to say? Everyone seems to be treating me like some kind of compulsive liar. Yeah, fuck you.
You get it?
That's ridiculous. There's a way worse liar than me in our group.
Huh?
A liar worse than you? I'm talking about Maki.
Huh?
What?
What?
What do you mean Maki's a liar?
Ah.
Maki admitted it during the class trial, remember? Ryoma wanted to show him his motive video because he was looking for a reason to live. But that wasn't the whole story. Ryoma was blackmailing you, wasn't he, Maki?
Huh?
Blackmail? Ryoma just so happened to discover Maki's true identity. So he used that to blackmail her. I bet he says something like, if you don't show me my motive video, I'll tell everyone what you really are. That's why Maki didn't want us to know she met with Ryoma.
Which means...
She wanted to keep her true identity a secret. That's why she kept quiet until the last minute.
Hold on!
Why you... What shit are you making up now? Maki's true identity? What? I've known Maki's true identity the whole time. Oh, yo, look how pissed she looks. For a moment there, I thought Maki had disappeared. She moved so fast.
You know, this is an interesting turn of events. Would you really
Do it,
kill
do
me in
it,
front
do
of
it.
everyone?
Hey, Maki! What the hell's going on?
Yeah, you can probably snap my neck like a twig right now, but that's not your style. You would rather kill from the shadows, right, Miss Ultimate Assassin?
She's an assassin. Yo, look at her hands. You saw that? She's so veiny as hell. He really wants to find out. He's fucking around, so he's gonna find out. There's one favorite character just completely gone. Oh, well, gee, thanks. Alright, I'm actually gonna... Alright, I'm done. I'm calling it for today. Chapter's over. I am wiped as well. I'm going to reflect on this. Appreciate y'all hanging around. Hope you had fun. Not sure when my next stream will be, but hopefully next week sometime. Or if, like, give me a rewatch. I'm just so, like, upset right now. I don't even. This sucks. All right, well, I won't raid. I will just fade. Appreciate y'all hanging around, though. We'll continue next week if we can. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Let's hopefully it doesn't follow the formula and kill 2 people. If it is gonna kill 2 people, let it be Kokichi and Kokichi again. All right. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all had fun. I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a good one. You know, he won't be dying. If he dies, I'm going to pop off so hard. Like I just won the lottery. Anyways, yeah, I'll catch y'all later. All right. Bye, y'all. See you later. Have a good one.